and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we've got an Age of Sigmar battle report for you, and today we're going to be playing a game from Thondia, the brand new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Season of War supplement. We're going to be playing one of the scenarios called Clash in the Borderlands. This is from the matched play section, though the scenarios are, I think even the matched play one, somewhere a little bit between matched and narrative play. Should be an absolute ton of fun. I can't wait. I've been really enjoying Thondia and testing it out and checking. It's going to be our first battle report in Thondia. I'm going to be playing with my Beastclaw Raiders, Ogor Mawtribes, and my mate Jed, who you all know on the channel, has brought around his Skaven, but he's brought around some Clan Moulder Skaven today, so something a little bit different. With that said, let's get cracking on and let's go check out the armies. So here we have 2,000 points of Ogor Mawtribes. We're playing in the Winterbite Mawtribe sub-faction. Our general is going to be the Hunter, and so he's going to have the command trait Winter Touch, which allows him to reroll 1s to wound for attacks made with Frost Sabers nearby him. And then we are also going to have a Frostlord on Thunder Tusk, along with 2 Huskguards on Thunder Tusks. The Frostlord will have Frostfang, our artifact, and then we will have Keening, Gale, and Call of the Blizzard as our 2 prayers on our Huskguards. We're then also going to have a Thunder Tusk Beast Rider and a unit of 4 Mournfang Pack and 2 units of 2 Frost Sabers. Lastly, for our mount trait, we're going to go on the Frostlord. He's going to have the Rime Frost Hide, and our battle tactic will, of course, be Beastmaster, needing one of these monsters to stay alive. And so, here we have 2,000 points of Clan Moulder Skaven. For starters, we have our General, which is the Master Moulder here. He's got the command trait Horde Master and the artifact the Rabid Crown. This second Master Moulder here next to him is going to have the Arcane Tome and the spell Levitate. We then are going to have a Hunters of the Heartlands battalion containing our 4 Radogers and 2 units of Storm Fiends. We've also got a command entourage for that second artifact. Other than that, you can see we've got 3 units of 12 Giant Rats, 4 units of 6, 1 of 5. We can't find one of the Giant Rats. A unit of 4 Radogers, 2 units of 3 Packmasters, a unit of 2 Radogers, 2 units of 3 Storm Fiends, and a Hellpit Abomination. 4 out 3 mutations that we get thanks to 3 Master Moulders. The Hellpit is going to have Accelerated Regeneration. The unit of 4 Radogers will have Toughened Sinews, and the unit of 2 Radogers will have Insanely Rabid. Grand strategy-wise, they're going to have Hold the Line. Before we get into today's video, we'd like to give a special thanks to our channel sponsors. First of all, to Mithras Games, who provides us with all our amazing game mats for the channel. Terrainheim, who provides us with MDF terrain and the amazing trackers you see in games like Warhammer Age of Sigmar on the channel. The Dice Guy for supplying us with amazing dice, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain for supplying us with fantastic 3D printed terrain at an affordable price. Thank you all for your support on the channel. If you'd like to go and have a look at any of these companies, we'll leave links to all 4 of them down in the description of the video. And so armies are all deployed. So let's take you over what we've got. We've got our Huskguard and some Frost Sabers down on this side. We've got the Frost Lord in the middle. Across the other side we have the Huskguard, the Mournfang Cavalry, the Beast Riders, and the other 2 Frost Sabers. Our Hunter is in reserve. We've got the Chimera, the monstrous beast from the realm, in the middle of the table. And then we've got a ton of Giant Rats, Packmasters, a big unit of Radogers with the General behind them. The other Radogers, the Storm Fiends, and the Hellpit on that flank with some Packmasters and a Master Moulder back there. And then we've got a unit of 3 Storm Fiends that are tunneling on the board as well. Terrain-wise, playing the Gurish terrain, we've rolled up a deadly piece of terrain because on a 1 you still use the normal chart. A 3 here will be Ichamos. A 5 here will be a Gurish Realmstone deposit. We then have an Inspiring piece and 2 mystical pieces here. And then we've got a 4 over here, which will be a Barbed Snifferweed Spheres. And lastly, on this piece of terrain here, we have a 2, which is a Thrashing Gnarloak Roots. And so, because we finished deploying first, the Ogor Mawtribes in this scenario must go first. So, before we get into that, we need to roll off to see who controls the Chimera for the turn. So, Ogre's got a 3, you got a 1, so Chimera is mine for the turn. That's going into some juicy targets. With that, battle tactic-wise, we're going to pick Monstrous Dominance. We have to have 2 more monsters than our opponent on the battlefield, and because that now counts as ours, I definitely have that. You've only got one. I've got, what, 5 monsters in the army now? So my battle tactic's pretty much assured as long as I don't kill myself. So, into heroic actions, we'll generate a command point with the Frostlord on a 4+. Failed to do so. And you're going to do the same?
On the
Yep.
No.
Does not either. Prayer-wise, we're going to go with putting Keening Gale on himself here. Yeah. No, we'll try and put Keening Gale on the Frostlord. Goes off on a 4, so Keening Gale goes off. And so he'll have +3 to his move, and then we will put Bless on the unit of Mournfang Cavalry here with our other Huskard. So Bless goes off on a 5. Lovely. So that unit has a 6-up ward. With that, that's going to be the end of the hero phase, so we'll go into movement, and we'll come back after it's all done. Last thing we've got to do as well, at the top of the round, we have to roll for his artifact on a 5+, he gets +1 damage. He does, so he's got +1 damage on his weapon. He gets to roll for that every round. So movement's all done. The Huskard and the Frostlord have moved up. We've moved the Chimera up as well, going for those Storm Fiends. On this flank, everything's just moved up, and our Hunter has come on from ambush 9-inch away from those giant rats. The Frost Sabers both remain guarding the Gnorholes to stop him doing any nasties there. So, into some shooting. So the Chimera is just going to do D6 mortals with his shooting attack into the Storm Fiends for 1. So 1 wound on the Storm Fiends. So we've now got the first Frost Streaked Ice into those Storm Fiends. 6s do mortals. Let's cock that one. So far 1. Just 1 mortal again. And then we'll go with the Huskard as well. With his Frost Wreath Ice into the Storm Fiends for nothing on him. And then his Blood Vulture on a 2-up, those Storm Fiends will take a mortal wound. They take another mortal wound. Hunter will then shoot the giant rats here, so 4 up with his throwing spear, hits, 3s to wound, wounds, no rends. They don't have a save though, do they?
No.
So D3 damage for 1. 1 gets absolutely impaled with a spear. And so then we're going to go the Thunder Tusk here, going to shoot the giant rats. So his Frost Wreath Ice, because I've got 10 models, it's 5s to do mortal wounds. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Wow, that was good. And so then his Chain Trap, 4s to hit. And 3s to wounds. Wounds, that's just 3 damage. And then his Crossbow, 4 to hit. Misses, of course. So 1 left alive. And then the Huskard here will go into this unit of giant rats atop the pillar. So 5s, 1, 2, 3 mortal wounds on them. So charges, we'll start with the Chimera. We're going to try and charge those Storm Fiends. So he gets +3 to his charge. That's in. Alright, so the Chimera has charged. He's chosen to use what you might call it, Unleash Hell. So the Rattling Gun shooting. It's 8, 13 shots. Nice.
Cool.
Alright, so because -1 to hit, thanks to Unleash Hell, 5s to hit. It's 3 hits. 4 hits, sorry, 4.
And 3s.
And 3 to win, yeah. 2, negative on them, 1.
Room 1, yep.
So 6 ups. Fail both, damage. Just 1, isn't it?
Just 1, yep.
So it takes 2 wounds. And then you've got your Wind Launcher as well.
So 3 attacks. So 5s.
1 hit.
1. 4. No.
Cool. That's that. So back into my charges. We'll go to the Hunter charging next. So he needs a 9. Got a 10, so he's going to go into that poor lone giant rat. He's got his Ogre Impact hits as well now. And so Ogre Charge on 1/6 here, and it's a dead giant rat, and I got none. We're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way of killing in combat. To be fair, it's really hard to, like, gut charge you. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Chimera first. Monstrous Rampage before that. I can't do anything to you, actually, because you're Hunter of the Heartland, so no Monstrous Rampage, actually. So, the Chimera has its Avian Head. will be 3s to hit. Oh, all hit. And 4s to wound. Oh, no wounds so far. 1 wound. This is rend -3. Cool, so that's just going to go straight through. So it'll be... Actually, you're not monsters, are you? And you're less than 10 wounds, so you will have cover. So you got a 6-up save.
Sweet.
So 1 6-up save. And he passes it, of course he does. Then we go to 3 attacks with the Draconic Head on 4s. And 4s. Another one. This is rend -1, so a 5-up save this time.
Just 1?
Yep. Saved again. Leonine Head 4s. And 3s. 2 at -1.
2 4s.
Failed both of them. The Leonine Head is D6 damage apiece. 9 damage.
Sweet.
Whew.
Sweet.
Going so well until then. And then 6 attacks with the Mauling Claws on 4s. And 3s. 3 no rend damage 1, so 3 4-ups. Just got to do a wound to try and remove another one, and 1 more Stormfiend dies.
6 4s.
So retaliating, you're going to go with your 1 giant rat, you might as well.
3.
Hits, thanks for the +1 from the Packmaster, and then...
No.
No, doesn't wound. Ogre's going to hit him back. So the Ogre Hunter is going to fight that giant rat. He needs 3s to hit. And just a single 3 to wound to remove that giant rat. And yeah, takes 6 damage. He's dead. And then you've got your Stormfiend.
Yep.
And so the Stormfiend fighting back into the Chimera. 2 hits.
3s.
And 1 wound. Rend.
No rend.
No rend, so 5 up. Saved on the Chimera. That'll be some battle shock tests, I think. Also, forgot to roll for the coming back with the giant rats on a 4-up. They do not. So you did spend a command point to do that as well. With that, that's the end of the turn. I do complete my battle tactic, and it goes over to Skaven turn 1. So, hero phase. First of all, your battle tactic for the Skaven. Alrighty, so you're going to do the Ferocious Advance, picking the 3 models there. Or Predatory Advance, as it's called in Thondia. And so, heroic actions. Anyone trying to generate a command point, I guess?
Yeah.
Your general?
Yep. No.
Nope. I'll try with the Frostlord. Nope. Both terrible generals. And so, you've just got 1 wizard, thanks to your Arcane Tome, so Mystic Shield,
Yep.
or the Stormfiend. Does not go off, so that's that. Instant movement, I'll come back after it's all done. Alrighty, so movement all done. The Help It moved up, he got a 9-inch move. Then we just see the Tide of Vermin move up across the table. So we're going to roll a 1 or 2, see whether the unit of tunneling Stormfiends come up. Or 2, so they don't come up this turn. And so, shooting, if we have any. Alright, so spending a command point here for all-out attack, hitting on 3s, but you got 3d6 shots first. Oh, 16, nice. Alrighty, so 3s to hit, thanks to all-out attack. It's just those, and that one misses as well. And then 3s to wound. So 6s, because -1.
Yep, and 1.
So 6-up save on the Chimera. He saves 2, he takes 6 wounds, so he's on 8. Alrighty, so 2 Rat Ogres going with their attacks, the flame weapons into the Mornfang. No hits. And so that is your shooting done, so we'll go into charges.
Sweet.
So charging these 6 giant rats into the hunter. 7, they're in. Charging these giant rats into the... not with a 4, you're not.
What?
And so the Help It is going to charge as well with a 10. That'll get him in. And so that is all the charges. So monster reactions, because we are going to get a couple. I can't use it on you over there, but both these are. So I'm going to go with Titanic Jewel.
Yeah, I do the same.
And you're going to go with Titanic Jewel as well. Nice. Who's fighting first?
Yeah.
Help it. So first of all, the help it's going. So Avalanche of Flesh on a 2-up. You get to re-roll it. But so I take a mortal wound. So take 1 mortal. And then go with your attacks. Getting +1 to hit.
So hits on 2.
All hit.
All hit. 3s. 2 misses. It's Ren 3.
Ren 3, ouch. That's going to go straight through, mate.
2 damage each.
2 damage each, so that is 8, so go up to 9 straight away. Ouch.
And the failing fist, 6 attacks, hits on 2s.
Yep.
Hey.
And so he's still hitting on 2s. He would be -1 from my Huskard, but he's got his Packmaster in range to give him the +1 to hit. So 3s. So 2. Rend on this.
Ren 1.
Fail both. Damage.
3 each.
Oh, that's just him dead. So we're going to go to the Chimera then. So he is going to be 3s to hit. Hits twice with his avian head and then forced wounds. 1. This will be Rend 1, so
5.
saved. He's then got 3 attacks with his draconic head. 4s. And 4s. 3. Rend 1 again. Failed 2. So it'll be 4 damage to him so far. He's got 2 wounds left. And then I've got the Leonine head with 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 1 at Rend 1.
5. No.
It will be on a 4 because you get +1 because cover.
Okay.
So you saved it. And then I've got the Mauling Claws on 4s. And nothing. Wow. So that's it for him. So, Giant Rats into the Hunter, 3s to hit. Not great. And 4s to wound. 2. So, Hunter's save. Passes 1, fails 1. So, takes a wound. Hunter will fight back. He is 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 6 Giant Rats dead, so he just kills them all.
Do my roll. See if they come back.
Yeah, on a 5-up, they come back. 4-up, sorry. Nope. Alrighty, so the Storm Fiend back into the Chimera.
4s.
2 hits and 3s to wound, correct?
Yep.
2, negative, no need.
No room.
5-ups, save 1, damage.
2.
2, so that takes me to 10. He's got 2 wounds left. Well, if you get the turn with him, he's dead anyway, so... with that, that's going to be the end of the round. There is no battle shock to speak of, because we either killed stuff, so... with that, we're going to go into the end of the turn. So you're going to score your battle tactic, and then we continue on to round 2. So, starting off with round 2, we first of all roll to see who controls the monstrous beast. Ogres got a 1, you got a 2, so you're going to get the Chimera for the turn. And now we go into priority roll. So, Ogres got a 2, or better, you got a 1. So I'm going to get priority, but you get the monster.
Cool.
So, Ogre's turn 2 coming up. So, battle tactic-wise, we're going to pick those 3 giant rats there as the unit to kill for the turn. For our battle tactic, which is called Savaged Ranks. We then will roll on a 5-up to get an extra point of damage on the Frostlord's Frost Spear. What is that? Nope, does not on this turn, so it's still damage 4. And then Heroic Action will try and... Ooh. You know what? We're going to go with Finest Hour on him for this turn. And your Heroic Action?
Command point.
4+. Yep. Yay! We're then going to go with this guy. He's going to put Bless on the Mornfang pack for his prayer. Goes off thanks to another Thunder Tusk in range, giving him +1 to his prayers. And then that's it. So we'll go into movement. Alrighty, and so that's the end of movement. Frostlord's moved across. Huskard over here has moved up. Beast Rider's moving up as well, just making sure to stay out of 3. The Mournfang pack, and then our Hunter also moves to within 3 inch of the board edge as well, to potentially walk off at the end of the turn. So, time for some shooting. And so, shooting Frostwreath Ice from him, we're going to put it into the Stormfiend, so 2 6s. We got 4 6s, so 4 mortal wounds. That's the Stormfiend done. Right, so this Huskard, we're going to shoot into the giant rats here. So 5s to do mortals with him. So 2 mortals on the giant rats. And then we'll shoot with his chain trap as well. Don't think that hits. The pistol from here into that unit. Misses. And then we've got the Frostwreath Ice here. We're going to throw it in that unit over there. And so 5s. So that will be 4 mortal wounds on those giant rats. Then just going to measure the chain trap and the harpoon. And so chain trap into those giant rats there. 4s hits, and on a 3, damage 3. So, and then my harpoon launcher was going into them anyway. So that gets wasted. Yeah, immediately on a 4-up. No. Typical. Hunter will then throw our spear into those packmasters. Misses and shoot our crossbow. Hits. Wounds. Save of the packmaster.
6.
So 5-up save on the packmasters due to cover. Nope. Damage D3 for 3.
Cool. And 2 wounds each.
So 1.5 dies. And so we're into charges. So we're going to go with the Frostlord first. With a 3, we will re-roll that for an 8. Much better. And so every 4-up is a mortal wound thanks to overcharge. Oh wow, that is 5 mortal wounds on the Hell Pit.
Sweet.
We'll then charge with the Huskard here as well. 8. And so 8 dice into these giant rats. Every 4-up is a mortal. Just 3 onto them. Mournfang pack will charge. With a 6. Ooh. So they get in 6s only for them to do mortals though. So no mortals from them. And then the Beast Riders charging into those 3 giant rats with a 7. That means we roll 7 dice. 4-ups to do mortals. Just 1, wow. And then go into monster reactions. So we will, over here, I'll Titanic Jewel you.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Over here, I'm going to roar them. I don't know why. Don't. And then he'll stomp those giant rats. Does, so D3 for 2 mortals, so kills them with the stomp.
Cool. Oh. How's he going to bring him back?
Trying to bring him back again? Yay!
6 rats back.
Alrighty, so Frostlord into the Hell Pit. Frostspear is currently on 2s to hit thanks to Titanic Jewel, and of course 2 1s come up. 2s to wound. 2 at -1 on the Hell Pit.
6s.
That is 8 damage in total. 4 damage apiece. I think that's him dead on 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
We get to roll to see if he...
Yeah, we've got to roll and see if he comes back.
On it.
Alrighty, so rolling to see what happens to the Hell Pit. He comes back alive, half alive.
We're here for a while.
And so he's still got D6 wounds left. For 4, so he's got 4 wounds left. So he's taken 9. Right, so Radogre's fighting into the Mournfang Cavalry, hitting on 3s thanks to your Packmaster nearby.
6s.
And then 3s to win.
Yep, 3s.
No. So it'll be this many saves. I've used all our defense, so I've got a 4-up save. Oh, only passed 2, damage 2, aren't they?
Yep.
So that's 1, 2 dead Mournfang. Ouch. Oh, actually we have Bless, so we've got to double this and do 6 up wards. So, and thankfully we have Bless, so 6 up wards. We save 2, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, just still kills 2. Ouch. Alrighty, so Huskard's piled into those Rat Ogres. 3 attacks at 3s and 4s. 3 armor saves. No rend on these, on those Rat Ogres there.
3. So, says 1.
What?
Takes 2.
And then 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s with my Colossal Tusks. So 3, these are at -1.
6s.
So 3d3 damage. So 6, 7, that'll kill them.
Yeah, 4 wounds each.
Yeah, so that kills the Rat Ogres.
I can't roll and bring back out.
This is the combat phase, so you haven't used one in the combat phase yet, so you're going to spend your last command point on it? Yep. No. So, Avalanche of Flesh on a 5 up, you do a Mortal Winterbite. You do not. And then into your attacks. Alrighty, so 3s to hit, if you'll help it, and 3s to wound. So 3.
Yep,
these are on a rend 1. Because of Rime Frost High, I ignore a point of rend. And I've got +1 save, so I'm on a 2 up. Saved.
Cool. Sorry, mate.
Yep.
3s again.
Yep, 3s again. So 2. Just ran 1 on those.
One, yep.
So I ignore it. So 2 ups. Save both.
That's it.
Cool, cool. We'll go with the Mournfang pack then. Go back then, pile in. So Gargant Hackers hitting on 4s. Just 1. Wounding on 3s. Wounds, that's -1, so 1 armor save. So 5 up, because you've got toughened sinews. Take 3 wounds.
Yep.
And so the Tusks hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 1. This isn't even going to kill 1. Fails, 2 wounds.
Just a 5.
Alrighty, so we're just going to do both giant rat units because they're the last things to fight, so just doing them together. So they are 4s and 5s, isn't it?
Yep. I'll roll that in.
Okay.
Cool.
And then 5s to wound. So we got 3.
3. Yep.
4 up save on a Huskard. So 4 up save on the Huskard. Takes 2. So Mournfang are going to have to take a battle stroke test on a 6. I'll lose a Mournfang. 5 safe just. Thanks to my banner, I am fine. So with that, you do complete your battle tactic. Oh wait, no, it's my turn. I complete my battle tactic from killing. Ooh, do I want to remove that model? I'm going to keep my hunter on the table, I think, for this turn. Alright, so Ogor Mawtribes have done, so it's Skaven Clan Moulder, turn 2. Alright, so you're picking the kill the battle line one, so Mournfang being targeted. Heroic actions for the turn, I am going to try and generate another command point. We're going to do it on the Frostlord on a 4 up. He gets Heroic Leadership.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yep, try and keep your Heroic Leadership up. You do not, so that goes away. And then we both gain a command point because our generals are on the table.
Sweet.
So top of the hero phase, he heals D3 wounds for 2, so it goes back to taken 7. So he's now got 5 left, 6 left.
So he has that twice, but he can't do it again.
So Rat Ogres will also heal D3 because they're close to the Master Moulder. Heal 1. And then you've just got your Wizard dude. So you can try and do a Mystic Shield or an Arcane Bolt. Or a Levitate, if he wants. Not that he needs anything to levitate. So he's going to do Arcane Bolt. That goes off. Nothing I can do about it. So he'll have Arcane Bolt until he chooses to use it. And with that, that is your hero phase done. So movement. And we'll come back. Alrighty, so Shooting Phase Chimera just does 8 mortal wound to the Frostlord. And you've got the 2 Radagers into the Mournfang. 1 hit.
And a 3.
1 wound. Armor save. Saved.
Roll for these dudes.
And yeah, end of movement phase as well. We've got roll for the Storm Fiends on a 1 to 2. They don't pop up. 3, they do. So Storm Fiends come up there. So we go into charges. So Chimera is going to charge the Frostlord. 3, he gets +3 to his charge, so he's in.
And the Packmaster's going to charge him.
Packmaster's going to charge.
Good battle here.
Yep, 5. So we get him. I'm going to stand and shoot.
Sweet.
So Throwing Sphere on a 5. Hits. Wounds. So armor save on them.
6.
-1, so it goes straight through. D3 damage. For 2. And then my crossbow as well on a 5. Hits. Does not wound, or almost.
1.
Alright, so Monstrous Rampages, they're both Titanic dueling each other, but he's going to try and roar. Which he does, so I'm not going to get +1 to my save, which is annoying. So, your turn to fight with someone first. I'm guessing you're going to help it.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're still +1 here to hit, because you've got Titanic Duel plus a Packmaster, -1 to hit from me.
So 2s.
So 2s to hit. And 3s to wound. Oh, 1. So you are only Ren 1, so I don't care. 3 up save. Saved.
Cool. Flaming fist attacks.
And so you're flailing fists. 3 attacks. 2s, so 2 hits, and 3s.
Yep.
2.
Ren 1 again.
So 3 ups, save both again.
And my Avalanche of Flesh.
Avalanche of Flesh on a 4 up now, I believe.
5.
5 up still. No mortal. Cool. I'm going to go with a Mournfang pack before they die. Right, so Mournfang pack hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1, -1.
5.
3 damage.
Just 1 dead.
And then
Yeah, you got 1.
2 lots of tusks. 4s to hit. And 3s to wound. 3, -1, damage 1. So 3 go through.
Sweet.
So just 3 damage.
There's a 4.
Remembering they've got tough and sinew, so they've got 6 wounds apiece and a 4-up base save. Chimera is going to try into the Frostlord, so you've got 3 attacks with the Avian Head to begin with. Hitting on -1, so 4s.
Sweet. 2.
And wounding on 4s. Nothing. Then have 3 attacks with the Draconic Head, hitting on 5s. 1 hit, and wounding on 4s. Wounds, rend of this is 1, so saved. And then you've got 3 attacks with the Leonine Head, hitting on 5s. And wounding on 3s. This will currently be, when he's taken this many wounds, he's Ren 1, so I don't care. Thanks to Rhinefrost Hide. I fail though, so that is... oh no. So Ren 1, so that is currently 1 damage with the Leonine Head because you're so badly wounded. Then you've got 6 attacks with the Mauling Claws, hitting on 4s. Hitting on 5, sorry. So 2. Either way, it was 2. And wounding on 3s. Nothing. We'll go with the Huskard here. So Huskard punches and kicks, hitting on 3s and 3s. 1, no rend, so just 1 of them dies. And then 4 attacks with the Crushing Hooves. So it is 1. And then 2s to wound. Nothing. Wow, he killed 1 giant rat.
The giant rats.
Oh, he would have stomped as well at the top of the turn, so does D3, so kills 2 with his stomp. We forgot to do his Monstrous Rampage. Got distracted by all the monsters. Radagers.
So
Alright, and so Rhino goes into the Mornfang. 3s to hit, thanks to the +1. 6s explode.
Hit.
So 2 of those go back in. And then 3s to wound. Wow. And then this many 5-up saves because -1, correct?
Yep.
There's not that many 5-ups, but I do still have Bless. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6-up wards. Past 1, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are not dead. Alright, so Frostlord. I'm going to put my spear into the Hell Pit and the kicks into the Chimera. So Frost Spear hitting on 2s. Or wounding on 3s. Just 1. So that is -1.
So 6.
4 damage to him. So it doesn't actually kill him. And then we've got our Colossal Tusks from the kicks. So Colossal Tusks into the Chimera. 3s. And 2s. 1 at -1, so a 6-up save on the Chimera.
No.
And D3 for 3, that'll kill the Chimera. Random monster dead. Alright, so Lone Packmaster here fighting the Hunter.
With the whip, so 4. No.
No.
And the blade. 4s again.
1.
4.
Wounds.
Yeah, no rend.
No rend, so base armor save on the Hunter. Fails it.
1 dead.
So Hunter will hit back. These will be on 3s. 3s. 2 at -1.
Yeah, straight through.
Are they -1 actually? So no rend, so 6-up saves? No, take 4 damage, you're dead.
And it's got the rats.
Yeah.
Which again +1, so 4 and
Yep, so still 6 strong. So the rats. -1 to hit, so you're not getting your +1 to hit bonus.
Yep. So 3.
1.
Yep.
4 up. Fails, takes a wound. Alright, so no battle shock across the table, only lost 1, so you aren't going to get your battle tactic this turn. Because he's going to stay alive. End of your turn though, you're going to be able to remove these guys and count them up for points.
Yep. There you go.
And so, Jed gets 40 points, removing the unit of giant rats off the table. So, we go into turn 3. There's no monster to roll off for now. It's dead. Frostlord killed it. So, priority. Ogre's got a 3. Skaven got a 5.
Yeah.
Cool. Start of the battle round. He rolls his dice on a 5-up. He gets +1 damage. He does. So, he's now on damage 5 with that Frost Spear. Alrighty, so battle tactic for the Skaven. You're going to do Amber Spearhead, picking those 2 units to end in my territory. And then we're going to the hero phase proper. I'm going to try and generate a command point on the Frostlord over here. Which I do, so get my heroic leadership back.
Yeah, the same.
Yep, on your dude over there.
No.
Nope. Magic for you is all there is, really.
Yeah.
Mystic Shield on someone, or an Arcane Bolt again.
Might Mystic Shield to help you.
So Arcane Bolt again. Goes off. And so he'll spend that straight away to do a mortal wound to the Frostlord. So with that, that's your hero phase all done. So it's time for some movement. Alright, so General's using a command point, and they're going to auto-run 6, so they're going to get their nice big move.
Sweet.
Alright, movement's all done. Pretty much just all your Packmaster and stuff trying to run the gauntlet. Move them back with the run as you saw, and they both ran to get your battle tactic. Shooting. So we've got your 2 Radagers.
Yep. Pause.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And that's that. So charges, if there is any. Don't think so, actually.
Oh. Just one dude.
Yep, you're going to try and make sure that Mornfang dies.
Yeah.
He's in. And so...
Oh, actually, yeah, well, you can charge that.
charging the Packmaster in as well. Why not? So, with that, we're going to go into Monstrous Rampages. So, I'm going to Titanic Jewel here.
Yeah, I'll do the same back.
And then I'm going to stomp the rats there. Don't. They get out of the way. And so, combat. So, he's attacking with the help hit first. I'm going to use my free command point from Heroic Leadership for all out defense immediately. So... yeah, 4 wounds left on that help hit.
Oh, 4 wounds left?
Yeah.
So...
Alright, so going with his...
So he's on 2.
Yep, his good attacks first. Cool, 4 hit.
Yep, and 3s.
3, no rends because you're only ren 1, so the Ramfrost Hide ignores it. And I want a 2-up. So 2-up saves. Save them all.
Cool.
And then his other attack.
3s, 2s.
And 3s. 2.
Yep.
And 2-ups. Oh, fail 1. Damage?
3.
3. Oh, go to 5. And then on a 5+, it will take a mortal wound. Do, so go to 6. So we're going to go with him. He's going to put his spear in here and claws down there. So the spear will go... we'll use our +1 a wound with Inspired. So the spear hits on 3s. And wounds on 2s. 2 at -1.
6s.
That's 5 damage, so he's dead. And so, Colossal Tusks into the Packmaster, 3s to hit, and 2s to wound. So the Master Moulder, what's his armor save?
5.
So he's got 4 6-up saves to make. And then takes 3d3 damage for 8 damage. Yeah, he's squished. You got your Rat-Ogres next, I guess?
Yep.
Alright, so Rat-Ogres into that Mournfang cavalry. It's 2 attacks back in. You only missed with 1, so you actually get to roll an extra dice on your wound rolls. There we go. And then 3s to wounds. And these are 5-up saves. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4. I am going to roll all 6s. Watch. I rolled 1. He's dead. Huskard into those giant rats. All hit with the kicks. Doesn't wound with any though. Colossal Tusks. 3 hits. 1 wound, so D3 damage. 3 die. And then 3 giant rats get to attack me back.
+1, so 4s. 1.
-1, so you wouldn't even hit.
Yeah.
So no hits. Battle Shock, you don't need to take any. I don't need to take any. Stormfing's jumping off the table, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure. And so we go into Ogre's turn 3. So first of all, we are going to go with trying to do heroic healing on our Frostlord. Which, ooh, I don't know if he's 8. He's bravery 9, so yes, we will get to heal D3 for 3. So he goes back down to 3. Whenever I can find where that number is. There it is. And so we're going to go with Pulverizing Hailstorm with him for his prayer. It goes off, so D3 mortal wounds to those rats. For 3, killing the last of the rats there, that's good. And then...
I can't roll for the...
Yeah, you can try and roll to see if they come back. Yay! And guarantee is just going to try and get points. With that, that's the end of my hero phase, so we'll go into movement. And then we go into some shooting. After movement, doggos move up, and we're pretty much going to try and take out those Rat-Ogres, because I think if we can get them off the table, I think it's not a good thing for the ogres, for the Skaven. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Beast Riders into them. On 6s, they do mortal wounds with their Frost Wreath Ice for 1 mortal wound. We'll then roll for the other Frost Wreath Ice with the Huskard that's taken 4. So on 6s with his 10 dice, he does another mortal wound to him. And then we'll roll for both chain traps at the same time. So 4s and 3s. No Ren, so a 4-up save. Saved. And the Harpoon Launcher hits. Wounds, -1.
5.
Saved. That, and then we'll go with Frost Wreath Ice from the Frost Lord into that poor Master Moulder there. 6s, do mortals, nothing on him. Charges. We'll charge with the Frost Lord there first. For 7, so he's just going to go whomp. And 4-ups do mortals. He does 5 mortals and kills it on impact. We'll go the Beast Riders into the Rat Ogres. They got 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4-ups do mortals on the Rat Ogres. There is, wow, 6 mortals to the Rat Ogres, so just kills 1 outright, and the 4 wounds will carry over. And the Huskard will charge them as well with a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4-ups to do mortals, that's another 4, so that'll do another one and then put 2 wounds on the last one. So Monstrous Rampage can't actually target the Rat Ogre, so Huskard's going to stomp the Packmaster, or the Master Moulder. It does so, D3 mortals for a mortal wound on the Master Moulder General. Then we'll charge in with him because he moved. Because he charged, he still gets to do his piling. So into the Packmasters, we have 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 at -1. So that just goes, and then damage 5. So leaves 1 on a wound. Punches and kicks would not get in range, so we've just got my Colossal Tusks on 3s and 2s. They all go through, so 3d3, he's dead. Right, so the Rat Ogre is going into the Huskard, -1/+1. So he hits once. Wounds. Don't save, so take 2. So you go to 6. We'll then go with the Beast Riders. And so Beast Riders into that Rat Ogre, 6 attacks, 4s to hit Yahtzee, and 4s to wound. There's 3 no rends. Take 1. And then the Colossal Tusks on 3s and 2s. So 2 at -1, so 2 5-ups. 2d3 damage for 6 damage. And you've got a command point, so you can try and get him back, I guess.
Yeah.
And no. That was the unit you probably wanted to.
Cool.
Master Moulder into the Huskard. 3s to hit. -1, so 4s to hit. And 2. Any range?
Red 1.
Fail 1, so damage 1.
1. Yep.
So go to 7. Huskard will then attack him. Punches and kicks. 3s and 3s. 2 no rends, so 2 6-ups. 5-ups on the Master Moulder actually. Takes 1. Then the Colossal Tusks from the big guy. 3s, or just 1. Wounds, -1, so a 6-up save. And D3 for 2, so he should have 4 all day, I think. And with that, I think we can quite easily call this game at this point because you're only going to get, what, 48. So 160, another 200 points off the table. He's not getting off the table. And there's like 1,000 points just in there. Plus the Hunter, plus Frost Sabers are probably getting off as well. So I don't think we need to go to turn 4. It is a resounding victory to the Ogor Mawtribes. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And leave a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine community here at Centerful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. And lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either via Patreon or YouTube members, and both of those are linked again down in the video's description. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, I'd like to give a shout out to them all. So a special thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Dynet226 and Derek. And a special shout out to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Locklorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, Ariana Airwoods, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thanks, first of all, to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing Discord server background work for us. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.